All right, let's get into it. Today, we're not just going to look at some code, we are going to build something real, right from scratch, your very first web API. My goal here is to demystify every single line of code, every command, so you know exactly what you're doing and, more importantly, why it works. Ready? Let's dive in. So, here's the game plan for today. Think of it as our builder's journey. First, we'll get to know our main material, FastAPI. Then we'll grab the two essential tools we need. After that, we'll break down the actual blueprint of our app, power it on with a server called Uvicorn, and finally, we'll check out the awesome reward we get automatically at the end. Okay, first things first. Every builder needs to know their materials, right? Before we can start putting things together, we need to understand our primary tool. So, what exactly is this FastAPI thing we're about to use?
Well, put simply, FastAPI is a modern, super high-performance web framework for Python. It's built specifically for making APIs. Now, the key things to remember are that it's fast, like one of the fastest Python frameworks out there. And it has this really clever trick up its sleeve. It uses a standard Python feature called type hints. Now, this is a huge deal because it means your code editor can help you out, catching errors before you even run your code. It just makes the whole development process feel so much smoother.
And just to give you a little context here, this isn't some old, dusty technology we're digging up. It was only created by Sebastian Ramirez back in December of 2018. That's why it feels so fresh and modern. It's built to take advantage of all the latest and greatest features in Python.
Okay, theory's great and all, but let's actually build something. It's time to get our hands dirty. And the best part? We only need two simple tools to get our entire setup ready to go. That's it, just two. First up, you're going to pop open your terminal and type pip3 install FastAPI. This command installs the framework itself. Think of this as getting the architectural blueprints and all the pre-made parts for our building. Second, you're going to run pip3 install Uvicorn. Now, if FastAPI is the blueprint, Uvicorn is the construction crew and the power generator. It's the server that actually brings our code to life and makes it available on the web. All right, now for the main event. We're going to look at a complete working API. And you know what? It's only a few lines long, but it is packed with meaning. We'll look at the whole thing first, and then we're going to zoom in and break down the two most important lines. And here it is. Take a look. This is the entire blueprint for a working API. From FastAPI, import FastAPI, app equals FastAPI, at app.get/0, defined message, and a simple return statement. That's the whole shebang. It might look simple, but every piece here is doing critical work. Let's really dig into the two most important parts right now. Let's focus on this one crucial line, app equals FastAPI doc. When you write this, you are creating the very heart of your application. This little variable, app, becomes the brain of the whole operation. It's the central object that will handle all incoming web requests and manage all your API's logic. And remember that Uvicorn server we just installed? This app object is the exact thing it's going to look for to run your code. Now, what about this funky line right above our function at app.get//? This is called a path decorator. That @ symbol tells Python that this line is modifying the function that comes right after it. Let's break it down. App is our main application. .get specifies the HTTP method, meaning this code runs when a browser is getting information. And // is the URL path, in this case just the home page. So this whole line is a simple instruction. Hey, FastAPI, when someone sends a GET request to the homepage, run the function that's directly underneath me. It's basically the signpost that directs all your web traffic. So we've got the blueprint, we've got the structure, but there's no power. That's where Uvicorn comes back in. It's time to fire this thing up. Let's move from our code editor over to the command line. The most basic command you're going to run is uvicorn main.app. This tells the Uvicorn server program what to run. Main here refers to the name of your Python file, assuming you saved it as main.py. The colon just separates the file name from the object inside it. And app, well, that's our app equals FastAPI instance we just created. So you're literally telling Uvicorn, go find the object named app inside the file named main.py and run it. Now let me show you a little bit of magic. If you add -reload to that command, it becomes your best friend during development. This tells Uvicorn to watch your code files for any changes. The second you hit save, the server automatically restarts with the new version. This is a massive time saver. No more manually stopping and starting the server 100 times.
Next up is the dash host option. This basically sets the network address for your server. By default, it's 127.0.0.1. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying local host, or this computer right here. It's a security thing, really. It means only you on your own machine can access the server.
And finally, we have port. So if the host is the street address, the port is the specific apartment number. It's how you can run multiple different servers on the same machine without them getting their wires crossed. Uvecorn defaults to port 8000, which means when you run it, you'll find your app at http:127.0.0.1/8000.
Okay, so we've installed our tools, we've written the code, we've powered up the server. After all that work, and it wasn't much, was it? FastAPI is about to give us this fantastic, built-in reward, and we didn't have to write a single extra line of code for it. And that reward is this: fully automatic, interactive API documentation. Seriously, this is where the magic happens. Under the hood, it's all powered by a tool called Swagger UI, but you don't even have to think about that. FastAPI just handles everything for you, completely free. Once your server is up and running, just open a web browser and go to your server's address, but add docs at the end. What you'll see there is this beautiful, interactive web page that lists all of your API paths. You can click on them, see what data they expect, and even hit an execute button to test your API right there in the browser. It is an absolutely incredible tool. So think about it. You've just gone from a blank file to a running, fully documented web API. The barrier to entry has never been lower, and this just brilliantly shows off the power of modern frameworks. So I have to leave you with this question. Now that you know you can build a web API in just a few minutes, what problem are you going to solve first?